What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XLR8, back at you with the 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days, we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today, everybody, we're taking a look. It's a much simpler deck. It's a very beatdown focused sort of deck that's not full of too many big combos. We're taking a look at Blacklustersoldier combo. Well, it's basically the idea of this. It's Chaos variant. We're trying to send a bunch of light and darks to the grave for our ritual and for other things, banishing those monsters to summon out bigger monsters, and just beating down on our opponent. It's nice, simple, clean, fun, and I like to keep it that way. So we're going to go ahead to good old EDO Pro and show this deck off, show you how it works. Big shout out to Mr. Cartier Horton, who asked me to take a look at the good old Blacklustersoldiers. So real quick, I'm going to go over the cards that we are using today. We got 2 Blacklustersoldiers, the Envoy of the Beginning, 1 Blacklustersoldier, the Sacred Soldier, a Soldier Gaia the Fierce Knight, a Chaos Creator, 2 Photon Thrasher, Collapse Serpent, and Wyver Buster, Raiden, Hand of the Light Swan. We got ourselves 2 Envoy of Chaos, 3 Beginning Knight, 3 Evening Twilight Knight, 3 Blue Mountain Butter Spy, and a Super Soldier Soul, complementing 3 Blacklustersoldier Super Soldiers. For spells, we run 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Reinforcement of Army, 2 Trade-In, 1 Terraforming, a Foolish Burial, a Monster Born, 3 Chaos Space, 3 Super Soldier Synthesis, and 3 Gateway to Chaos. For extra deck, we're running 1 Almirage, 1 Masquerena, Nightmare, Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn, Blacklustersoldier, the Soldier of Chaos, Appaloosa, the Bow of the Goddess, Axis Code Talker, Abyss Dweller, Baguska, the Utopia Gambit of Utopia, Prime, and Utopia Lightning, a Borrowload Savage Dragon, and a Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. Our only side deck cards are just other things you can throw in here just if you feel like it. You know, another Super Soldier Soul if you need it. As well as Ritual Cage if you feel like you want your soldier to have some more protection. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and go to EDO Pro and show this deck off. And we'll have ourselves a good fun time. So, enough talking. Let's get right into it. Okay, and it looks like my opponent will, in fact, let me go second. Alrighty. Opening hand. Well, I've got my Ritual Monster, the Super Soldier. I've got my Searcher for Ritual Monster. So, it's not bad. I could use my Ritual Spell, but other than that, I like this hand quite a bit. Other than that, it's all good. So, let's see. Yeah, we're pretty set. He's playing a bunch of set cards. I'm playing my Harpy's Feather Duster specifically for this. A lot of control decks in the game nowadays. I don't like to get hit with all the traps and the negates and things. So this ought to, yeah, this will work. This is a good opening hand. I like it. I like this opening hand quite a bit. Okay, so once our opponent decides whether he wants to do something or not, I presume that he has, like, I don't know what, but I'm going to hit him with Harpy's Feather Duster regardless of what he has. Regardless, I'm going to hit him with the Harpy's Feather Duster. He's not going to be... Yeah, I figured it was going to be Eldlich or something like that. It had the distinctive feeling of Eldlich, because Eldlich is very popular nowadays. I mean, it could have been anything, but at this rate, you know, we're getting rid of all the spell traps, and I have the ability to get rid of his Golden Lord, and without that, he can't make plays. Alright, so what did he lose? Okay, I can deal with that. So what we're going to do... Summon Photon Thrasher. You can summon him if you have no monsters. And we're going to summon the Envoy of Chaos. He's a hand-trappy monster, the Envoy of Chaos. Basically, if my Blackluster Soldier battles, I can discard him to give my Luster Soldier a boost. And also, it makes it so my opponent's monsters' attacks don't get increased when I battle them. So, like if I was to battle into, say, like a Crystal Wing or something. Alright, so we stopped that. That's not an issue, however. I am going to go ahead and make Masquerena, because I want these in the graveyard. And every time a monster goes to the grave, my gateway is going to go off. I'm going to get counters. I can remove 3 in order to get my ritual spell. So let's banish a light and a dark. Summon out our Blackluster Soldier, the Envoy of Beginnings. And I'll just go ahead and banish his Golden Boy. That way he doesn't get it. Alrighty, so we're pretty set right now. Granted, Masquerena, if I need to Masquerena into Unicorn, we're good. I hope I don't need to do that, though. because I kind of want to keep both of these, but we'll see how it goes. So my opponent's in a bad situation because I've gotten rid of his golden boy. He needs that in the graveyard to do his things. I mean, granted, if he draws another one, then we're kind of in a bad spot, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know, that's how it is. All right, so Scarlet Sanguine. Set Golden Land Spell Trap. Yep. So, let's see. What could he pause? I don't know what he's going to get. One of the trap monsters. He's going to get one of them trap monsters. Or can he get Cursed Gold Eldland? I don't remember if he can do that, but he's got to get something. Golden Land Forever. Interesting choice. Interesting choice, because he needs a zombie to... Yeah, he needs to have an Eldlich, and he has to attribute a zombie to do anything with that. I don't know, that's what he wants to do, so he can do whatever he wants. We'll see. We'll see, indeed, a lot more spell traps. I just got rid of all of his spell traps, and they're back already. We'll see. And he's already got something. Can you just decide when he wants to make a turn, my lad? Joquero. Okay. The Joquero and a Conquista. Okay. Neither of those does anything to me. These don't count as Eldliches. So, yeah, that's literally not doing anything but being a wall to me, brother. Brother, it does nothing to me. Alrighty, let's see here. Let me think about this. Yeah, because if I link these off, yeah, that's not going to help me anything. I would do that, but it's not helping me in any sort of meaningful way. So let's just go ahead and beat over his board. Luster Soldier, when he destroys a monster in battle, he can attack once again in a row. So I'm just going to go ahead and beat over this dude. And then I'm going to attack again because I can. We'll get rid of his Joquero. Let's see. I mean, yeah, he still has the ability to keep setting stuff up. We'll see. It's all going to really depend on exactly what he can do. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn for now. Because he can't do the trap effects this turn. He can only do one a turn. But the thing is, next turn, this turn, rather, he'll banish Joquero for his Scarlet Sanguine and the other one for, I don't know what. Eldlich is one of those decks. They can do a lot of stuff, but they need setup to do that something. So, now he's going to go... Oh, okay, there we go. I was about to say. Okay, so now he's going to do what I said he's going to do. He's going to banish some cards. And I just need to send one more card to the grave. If I can draw, like, a normal summonable monster, like, literally any normal summonable monster, I will be able to do that. I will summon a monster. I'll make my unicorn, might as well. That way, I can get the cards in the grave so my gateway goes off. Yeah, sadly, the trap monsters, yeah. It's also still a trap, but it doesn't count as a monster when it hits the grave. So I didn't get any counters, sadly. But we'll see. We'll see. He's going to get that Scarlet Sanguine. Gotta be careful of that, because that lets him straight up summon the Goldie Boy. Okay, so he got Eldlich Black Awakening. And I presume, yeah, there's Scarlet Sanguine. Like I said, well, that does affect me in a way. Because, you know, he can negate my stuff. Yeah, he can negate and destroy my stuff. So let me think about this. Let me think about that there. Let's go ahead and summon the Envoy of Chaos. We'll summon that dude and see what this guy's response is to that. Yeah, because I'm thinking, you know, if I've got two effects that I can get rid of his Golden Boy, should be good. Although the Eldlich Black Awakening is still an issue. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's go for Battle Phase. We'll go for Battle Phase and go for... Okay, he's going to do it right before the Battle Phase. Okay. And Golden Boy has 3,000 defense, right? Yeah, he does. He's putting it in attack mode. Alright, interesting choice. I don't know why he put it in attack mode. I guess he just doesn't want it to be... He doesn't want it going. Okay. He just doesn't want it to go. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm going to do a lot of damage to you. This is gonna be most of your life points, you know. Alright, so, yeah, let's see. This card's in the grave. Send a spell trap you control to the grave. I mean, I can get rid of both of these. I have that power. Question is, do I want to do that? Let me think about this. Yeah, because if I could... Yes, I mean, I make Access Code Talker. If I make Nightmare Phoenix... Let's see. Let me think about that. Yeah, because if I use these two, I make my Nightmare Phoenix. Nightmare Phoenix gets rid of Gateway Chaos, gets rid of Eldlich or Black Awakening. He'll get to banish it to get a card, but I can make myself an Access Code Talker. He can't destroy it. And I'll go ahead and make my monster a little bit bigger. So now I'm 4,300. Let's go ahead and add our ritual spell. We built up all those counters. Might as well add this. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of his set card just so I don't have to worry about it. And we'll end our turn. So now Envoy of Chaos in the graveyard. I go ahead and use his effect. I can banish a light and a dark. Sadly losing Masquerena, but I get this back. So now I can do my ritual summon next turn, should I need to do so. And I should be pretty set. He can't do much. I mean, he can he can banish that, of course. Set Golden Land spell trap. And then he can get rid of it to get back the Golden Boy. But the thing is, my monster's bigger than Golden Boy. I'm just a smidge bigger than his Golden Boy. We'll see. I mean, he clearly has some sort of plan. Otherwise, he would have surrendered. Because I just keep clearing his board over and over again. I just keep clearing the board. That's what Blacklustersoldier, he don't like to deal with boards. That's why he has so many banishing effects, Blacklustersoldier. He don't like to deal with no boards. Alright, so now he's got Haquero. I don't know why he keeps going for Haquero. Maybe he's not running Golden Tiger. It's possible. I mean, whenever I play Eldlich, which admittedly isn't very often, I usually run at least one of the Golden Tiger. Just in case of things like this. You know, it is a non-target, reduce a monster's attack to 0. I'm just saying, that's kind of a good idea, just in case. Just run one Tiger at the very least. Okay, so now he's gonna yep, Haquero's gone, summon this thing back. It'll be 3,500 big ones, but that's not big enough to stop Access Code Talker. Not quite big enough. Not quite big enough. Unless he's got some other method of getting rid of this that I'm not aware of. You got something else there, lad. Because my monster is like 800 points bigger than yours. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't... I'm good, dude. I already have my ritual spell. Thank you. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you. Okay, so my opponent harpied. I guess he just didn't want me to add another ritual spell. But the thing is about Synthesis is you can only use it once per turn, so kind of unnecessary. Kinda unnecessary. Alright, I hope I really don't... I'm hoping that I didn't need that Masquerena. Because the nice thing about Access Code, your opponent can't respond to his effects. So if you were to, you know, banish your Link, you could just pop your opponent's card. So hopefully I'm not going to need that. Hopefully I didn't make a slight oopsie. We'll see. We'll see if this guy, you know, sets the Tiger, basically. Or maybe he already has... Maybe this is Tiger. Okay, another Scarlet Sanguine. Alright, interesting. Okay, so now it's the draw phase. We'll see if this guy's got something. Yeah, he's got the ability to pop a card. He can summon any zombie at this point. Could be another Golden Boy. Could be Ballardrot. Could be a lot of things. This is the only worrisome card right here, is this one. Because I don't know what this is. This could be literally anything. That could be just about anything. Okay, he's summoning the Conquistador. He's playing his Eldlich or Scarlet Sanguine. Okay. Just immediately gets this stuff going. Alright, summoning Ghost Bell Haunted Mansion. Okay. I don't know why he summoned that, but I guess he just wanted some kind of defensive wall. I don't know. Don't know. Let's go ahead and play our Super Soldier Synthesis. We're going to Ritual Summon our boy. And we're going to go ahead and use... We got to use a light. Let's see. Which monster do I really want? Target a monster, punk control, banish it. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and use the Thrasher in her hand. And we're going to use our Evening Twilight Knight. Hwacha. Very good. So now what I can do, because I used Evening Twilight Knight, I can banish a monster my opponent controls. Haha. None of that nonsense. And nice thing about Soldier, he destroys a monster, I can deal damage equal to its attack in the grave. Which is irrelevant right now, but I'm just telling you that's what I can do. And let's go ahead and summon Envoy of Chaos. That way we should be able to go for a game, unless this guy's got a battle trap. Which I doubt, but you never know with Eldliches. Alright, I am reasonably assured that he does not have any battle traps. That or he's just waiting. Let's see. Okay, no. Okay, good. Alrighty, so we were able to out the Eldlich player rather handily, I have to say. I mean, that early Harpy's Feather Duster really helped us out without, getting rid of that Solemn Strike. But that's the idea of the deck. Not big, long-winded combos. Just nice and simple beatdown. So, there's our first duel. And you get the idea of the feel of the deck. Just summon out these monsters, remove problematic cards, and then just go for damage. So, let's go for duel 2. See if we can get away with some more beatdown action. Alrighty, secondary opponent. Again, going secondary. Let's see what we got for this hand. Okay, no, not much. Honestly, probably a better going first hand this one, but we'll see how we go. We got our Soldier Soul, which is a nice little thing. I can banish it from the grave to add my knights. One of either knights. So, yeah, another deck that likes to set a lot of cards to start. Hopefully, it's not more Eldlich, because I don't have my Harpy's Feather Duster. Let's go for reinforcement. Let's go ahead and add us a monster. Let's see. Let's go for Raiden. You don't synchro summon a lot with this deck. It's just like a side thing, but it's still pretty nice. So, what I'm going to do here... indeed. Intensifies. What do I want to do here? Special summon Photon Thrasher. Then we're gonna wait for our opponent to decide on things. Impermanence. And Photon Thrasher? Okay then. Interesting choice. Alright, let's go ahead and summon Raiden, the Hand of the Light Sworn. Special summon our Blue Mountain Butterspy because I've summoned a warrior type monster. And again with impermanence. I mean, I understand, but at the same time, impermanencing this early seems kind of iffy to me. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do, I don't do this often, but let's go ahead and do it anyway. We are going to summon forth this guy, Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dargon, because he lets me excavate 5 cards, and I can add a light or dark monster. Or rather, I could have done that if my opponent wasn't just negating everything. Psyframe Gear Gamma. I see. Well, that's unfortunate indeed. I mean, luckily I can bring this dude back by banishing stuff. I just don't want to do that yet, because then I will lose stuff in the grave, and it's not like this will do anything when I summon it back. It's just an option for banishing knights and, additional beatdown. Oh, Dinosaurs. Seriously? This is Dinosaurs? This is Dino combo? What did this have to do with anything to Dinosaurs? I mean, you're just double impermanence and gammed me. What does this have to do with Dinosaurs? Back in my day, dinosaurs were about beating over stuff. Destroy a dinosaur, add a reptile, sea serpent, or winged beast with same level as the destroyed monster. Or evolution pill. Okay. I mean, that's not really a good thing, because now he can, he's going to destroy a thing, get the pill, and then He can make... Actually, no, these are both dinosaurs, so he can't use Ultimate Pill. Unless this is a non-dinosaur. Or he could have just made Link Karibo. That would have been another option. But I guess he doesn't have Link Karibo or something? I don't know. I don't know. This seems like a very backwards way of playing dinosaurs to me. I mean, back when dinosaurs first got their stuff and my opponent surrenders, but I'm going to keep ranting. Dinosaurs, when they first came up with like Overraptor and Conductor Tyranno, they were just like straight up beat down everything deck. But with all the new stuff, like it's nice new stuff, like Archosaur is really nice, and the fact that they have all three miscellaneous sources is really good, but they try to do too much. Their combos are too long-winded. Just go back to Monkey. Just go back to sweet, simple combos. Just go for Beatdown, man. You don't need to just make a million negates, okay? We don't need that. Okay, so I'm not gonna... Well, should I guess I'll count this because technically a duel did take place, but I will do a bonus duel. Because that doesn't feel like I won. It's more like my opponent was just bad. It was just my opponent was bad. Sorry to say. So let's go for third duel. See if we can find an opponent that is good. Alrighty, our third opponent is against a gentleman named Overhaul. Isn't that like a character from My Hero Academia? I don't remember. It sounds familiar. Isn't that like the plague doctor wearing dude? If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. I think I skipped that season. But regardless, we're up against Thunder Dragons. A deck you don't see very often these days, but it used to be quite meta. Back when they had the monster that stopped your opponent from searching, basically. That was the thing that kind of made them meta. Oh, Raiden. I play that card too. Cool. Okay. Interesting indeed. What did he mill? Nothing good. Nothing for him anyway. Alright. So my opponent is doing some combos and some wombos of his own. That's cool. I mean, we're playing... He and I are like soul brothers, because we're playing much the same sort of things. He's got his Collapse Serpent, he's got his Chaos Space, his Raiden. But whereas I'm going for Blackluster Soldier, he's gone for Thunder Dragons. And what did he just add? I didn't get to see what it was. Okay, so he doesn't end on anything, but he's set up for later. So don't sit on his face too yet. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but let's go ahead and yeah, let's go for Super Soldier Synthesis. Ritual Shokan. Ritual Shokan. Okay, let's go ahead and use the Beginning Knight and the Evening Knight. That way we'll have all the abilities. We'll have all the abilities. So basically I can banish his monster as well as that if I destroy him, I can attack again in a row. We'll go ahead and we will banish both of these now. Summon forth the OG Blackluster Soldier Envoy Beginning. And go ahead and search our Ritual Monster and Ritual Spell again. This is why we like to banish these two, because they just add us all of our things. And he's got something. I don't know what, but he's got something. I don't know if I should be worried about that something, but it's possible I should be worried. And let me think. I could make a Collapse Serpent on top of all this. Do I want to do that? Send a lighter Dart Monster from the hand to grave. Add a lighter Dart Monster. Nah, I'm good. I think we'll be fine. Let's go ahead and attack with our Super Soldier. That way we can do some extra burn damage. And then I can just, like, attack again in a row. So he'll take some damage, and then we're going to attack. And is that going to be an OTK? That's actually an OTK. Okay, that's actually going to be an OTK right there. Sweet. Didn't expect that. I wasn't even counting life points. Alrighty, so there's an OTK right next. Nice and simple OTK. Granted, my opponent didn't get the thing set up, but that's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and count this duel and the last one as one big win, because both of my opponents just did not get things going. And let's go for one more duel today and see if we can come out with a perfect score. Alrighty, fourth and final opponent of the day. It's been an alright day. you know, we've been doing stuff and doing things. It's what we like to do. This opening hand is... it's something. You know, I'll have to rely on Baguska to save us, but it's something. It's got potential for next turn. You know, if I can draw my ritual monster, it'll all be good. I just need Baguska to survive me a turn. And then all shall be good. Thank you, Baguska. You are, as always, my favorite number monster. Because you are the guy who helps slow the game down for some decks. They really like Baguska. Especially slower-minded decks. Especially second-going decks that like to go second and when we wind up going first. You know? It's just a nice thing. So, my opponent... I have a feeling he has a permanence and he's thinking of whether he wants to play it or not. But I'm actually kind of glad that he doesn't play it right now, because then he would be like, oh, Fleur de Lis. That does nothing. I mean, granted, he does have a monster on the board to start his turn, so it's not like it's all nothing. So this is some form of Dogmatica. That could be a problem if he can ditch Natis. He'll just pop Baguska. I don't like the sound of that. And I also don't have anything in my... Well, I got things in my extra deck I just get rid of. There's some redundancy in there somewhere. But yeah, Dogmatica. That could be an issue. Depending on how hard he hits us. We'll see. We'll see indeed. All I really need is my ritual monster, like I said. Which, with all the searching I can do of that, yeah, that's not going to work, my dude. Shouldn't be that hard. You know, I just need to get my dude in my hand, and then everything will be good. Oh, hey, Raiden. There's Raiden. Okay, let me think about this. We'll set a monster for now. We'll end our turn. You know, we can wait one more turn on Baguska. Technically, I can work 2 more turns, but I don't really need to do that. I don't think. I think me and my opponent are looking for the things that'll make our hands just a little bit better. Let's see. Dogmatica declares an attack. Blah, blah, blah. Special summon this card. Let's see. Dogmatica. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that doesn't do anything like... I know, like, Ecclesia can't be destroyed by monsters from the extra deck. Or at least one of the Dogmaticas cannot. But this guy does not have that ability. So that's a good thing. All I need to worry about is that this thing is rather large. It is 2,500 attack and defense. Rather beefy monster. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So, what are you up to? Presumably he has something. That or he's just scratching his head thinking how he's gonna get rid of Baguska. Which is possible. It's possible that's what he's thinking. We'll see. We'll see indeed. I'm really hoping, like... Let's see... I'm thinking of making my magical knight next turn. So, yeah, I'll put this in attack mode, summon Raiden. I'm hoping to either top deck my soldier, my searcher for the soldier, or a level 4 monster, then I excavate my soldier. One of those 3 things would be the best. And now he's got a DD Crow on the board. I don't know why he summoned that. Maybe he's going to make Link Karibo. I don't know. I don't know. My opponent just does not... He's not enjoying nap time. He doesn't understand that it's sleepy time. He needs to take a nap. Okay, let's see what we got here. Super Soldier's Soul. Okay. It's not exactly what I wanted, but we'll see what happens. You know, sometimes you just gotta see what happens, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and summon out Raiden, the Hand of the Light Sworn, activating his effect. We'll excavate a few cards from the top of our deck. Unless my opponent has an issue with that, like an Ash Blossom or something, which is possible. I doubt it, but it's possible. I mean, he might do that. He certainly has something. Okay, what do we get rid of? Okay, nothing we need to worry about. In fact, that'll work just fine, I think. So let's go ahead and make our Magical Dragon. Magical Dragon will excavate us a few more cards. Although I feel like this guy is going to ash me at some point because he's clearly wanting to do so. He clearly wants to do something. I mean, I think honestly he might be reading that. He might not know what my cards do. Okay, there's an Ash Blossom. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Although, let me think. Alright. Well, sadly, this is an earth monster. Let's see. That'll add me my ritual spell card. Let me think about that. It's like I make Masquerena, bring this back, add my ritual monster. The problem is I don't have a light monster in my hand. So yeah, I guess I'll just attack for now. I could just meander with my combos, but I don't think it's not gonna help right now. It really isn't. So I'm just gonna end my turn for now. I mean, there's not really any point in doing anything else. Envoy of Chaos. Yeah, actually, that'll work. Let's go ahead and banish a light and a dark. Bring this dude back to my hand, and then we'll search. See, I didn't have to overcomplicate things. It all happened naturally. Just in the end phase, my dude searches my dudes. Alright, there you go. So next turn, we're all set to summon out our blacklustersoldier. We'll be all good in the hood. I mean, this dragon ruler's still on the board if I ever need him. I don't think we'll need him, but we'll see. Alistair. Oh, Alistair. Alistair. And I have light monsters in the graveyard. Okay, and he has light monsters too, obviously. And the Magistus Maiden Artemis. I never really got not Artemis, but like Magistus in general. They're not an archetype I really get too much. Alright. So then he's gonna summon Blue Boy, search another one of his. Okay, so this is Dogmatica, Mekk-knight, Invoked, Magistus combo. It's like 4 different archetypes at least, all crammed into each other. Okay, I mean, kind of wish Magistus goes in defense mode, but whatever. Whatever, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it whatever he does. We'll deal with it, you know? Okay, what's he gonna do? Cross sheep? Oh boy. Yeah, because now if he fusions or he just does go Indigo Eclipse. Yeah, he's about to make some combos right here. This could be bad. This could be really bad because he's gonna go off on me, and I do not have the hand to deal with a lot of that. We'll see. Like, if I could top deck my OG blacklustersoldier, I'll be good. If I can't, I'll be not so good. Yeah, because he can just summon out that Mekaba. He'll summon Mekaba, and he'll get a monster back to his hand, so he'll have at least one monster effect negate. The question is if he can negate my spells, because if he can negate my spells, I'm in big trouble. I'm in big doo-doo trouble if he can stop that. Okay, so then he can bring back one of his monsters, presumably Fleur-de-Lis, because it has the most attack. That, and it's a level 8 if I'm... Wait, is it level 8? Yes, it is. Ash Blossom. Why would you bring that? Oh, wait, it has to be level 4 or lower. That's right. Okay. I was curious as to why he would summon that. But now it makes perfect sense. Okay. Okay. So now, okay, yeah, next he'll go ahead and get back his Alistair, so he'll have that. Yep. Yeah, pretty standard thing with the Invoked. That's what they always do. Just get back Alistair. There's no reason not to. Alrighty. Thing is, in order to get around my magic dragon, he'll have to get rid of his Alistair unless he does something else. It's possible he'll make like a Boral sword. Ooh, that would be bad. If he made a Boral sword or a Nightmare Unicorn, that's just as bad because I only run one tuner. I only run the one tuner. Okay, let's see this. Okay, well, that's good though. He got rid of a spell card. He got rid of a spell, which means he has one less spell in his hand. So that's a good thing. So, yeah, I'm about to take, like, a whole lot of damage. That's gonna be... Oh. Whoa. He's gonna go double Invocation. And... Oh, man. I swear, if he makes True King Calamity... I lost a duel the other day to double True King Calamities. If I see a True King Calamity right now... I'm gonna be very upset. I'm gonna be a very upset person. Because I don't want to see no True King Calamity no more. Okay, what are you making? Okay, no, it's a Goaties. Target a monster, destroy it. Banish a fusion monster. This card gains attack until that monster's attack till the end of the opponent's turn. Okay. You don't have a fusion in the grave though, so I don't know why you made that. Also, why didn't you use a Goaties effect? Our opponent must, but oh, that works to be if I special summon. Ah, that's not good. That's not good. I mean, I can deal with that. I have methods. I do have a method to do that, but it's all going to depend on what. Oh, wait, no, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Gateway to Chaos adds me my Ritual monster. And I'm actually going to use my Super Soldier Soul for once. I don't often get to use that effect, but when it works. Unless this is another... I hate this game sometimes. Like, legit. Oh, wait, no, this will still work. What am I talking about? That still works. I summon Super Soldier Soul. And I can discard my Ritual monster to make my monsters attack 3,000 until the end phase. Haha. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get over this guy. And I could boost my attack, but I don't want to do that so I can Ritual summon. Get out of here. Go away. I attack you. Unless you have something I'm not aware of in the graveyard, you're dead. Yeah. Yep, that's not, there's no quick effects on any of these. You're just gonna have to go away now. You're gonna have to go away. Sorry, Goaties. You're just gonna have to leave. You have to leave and never come back. All right, he's not leaving. What does he have? I don't think he has. I mean, this guy's coming back next turn. Other than that, I don't think he has anything. There you go. So, yep, you're gone. That'll get a counter. Main phase 2. Ritual summon. Okay, let's go ahead and Ritual summon our last boy. So, let's see. From the hand and from the deck. This dude. Yep. Hacha. Alrighty, and let's go ahead. Banish the unicorn because it's a link free. I don't want him to have links. I don't want him to have a big link he can link off into. That would be a bad thing. And I could make Nightmare Cerberus. That is tempting. It's a tempting thought. Because then I could get rid of Indigo Eclipse and make sure you have nothing. But then I'll have even less something. So I don't think I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to end my turn. Envoy of Chaos goes off. Let's go ahead and banish. Banish. Get that back. And I have all my ritual spells, so I'm not getting anything else. But we should be in a better position at the very least. You know, even if he kills Super Soldier, I'll be able to ritual summon him back. And nice thing about Super Soldier, if he gets destroyed, I can summon my Gaia monster from my deck. It's very nice. Alright, so Purple Butterfly, or Purple Nightfall, whatever the hell your name is. I don't care what your name is. Banish it, add a Mekk-knight from deck to hand. Okay. Yeah, he can add a Mekk-knight, that being Blue Boy. Okay, he's not done. He is not done at all. He is gonna summon Blue Boy and add himself another Mekk-knight card. That being another purple. Why would you make another purple? I don't know. Because he only uses that effect once per turn, so it's not like he can make Morningstar. I mean, he's probably gonna make Morningstar. Make Morningstar, but he can't summon that, right? No, he cannot. He did nothing. Okay, good. Good. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our Soldier Boy into defense mode before anything else. And let's go ahead and, let's see. Go ahead and banish one of your cards. Are these both quick effects? No. This guy's a quick effect. Target Mekk-knight can control banish until standby phase. Let's hit this guy. Oh, that actually worked. I didn't think you would allow that to go through, not gonna lie. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do some linky stinky shenanigans. Do that. Before anything, hit him with the Harpy's Feather Duster. 3 tactical talents. That might have worked if it had. Alrighty. And I could make access code Tucker, but there's no real need to do that. So I'm gonna make... Yeah, let's make Masquerena. That way we'll have that set up. And let's see, I can banish this to add one of my knights. So let's do that. Let's add an evening knight. And let's go ahead for battle. And we should be pretty set. Should be, I mean, granted, the one dude's coming back. But what can you do about that? I'm going to get to attack again. And this will be game. That will be game indeed. Alrighty. I'm surprised that we're actually getting around this. I figured he was going to annihilate us with all these combos of his. But he didn't. So, surprise win there. So, that's going to be today's episode, guys. Let's go into the end screen, talk more about this deck. Alrighty, Blacklustersoldier deck. We went, actually, well, I'm going to count it as 3 out of 0, because I'm counting the first 2 as 1 duel, because honestly, those first 2 duels were just people not getting the stuff. They just weren't getting the stuff. So, I'm happy with the deck. I'm happy the Blacklustersoldier got to do the stuff he liked to do. Like I said, it's a nice, fun, simple deck, very casual-minded, but it works. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Did I say the right words? I'm tired. I'm a little tired, but I still got more duels to do. I got a lot more deck requests to do. Tomorrow, we're looking at Monarchs, and then that's followed by Harpies and Luna Lights, and then a bunch of other things. But for now, your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you guys again next time. Take care now.